We're starting Newspoint with updates from the US. Fulton County District Attorney and Trump's prosecutor, Fani Willis, took the witness stand over misconduct allegations involving her and a special prosecutor. Now, Willis, who is overseeing the election interference case against Donald Trump in Georgia, pushed back claims that her relationship with another colleague caused a financial conflict of interest. Listen into this explosive claim.
You're confused. You think I'm on trial. These people are on trial for trying to steal an election in 2020. I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you try to put me on trial.
She refuted the allegations that were pressed by Trump's co-defendant. Willis repeatedly accused Trump's lawyers of quote-unquote lying in their statements to the court. The district attorney's stand comes after her fellow prosecutor and former partner Nathan Wade denied allegations of financial impropriety. Now, to remind you what the financial soup is all about, former US President and Republican frontrunner Donald Trump, along with his lawyers, have urged for Willis' disqualification from the prosecution over her relationship with Wade. The defendants claim that Nathan Wade paid for the trips that he and Willis took together while he was being paid by Willis' office. The team also tapped into the duo's travel records to ascertain their claims. Listen in.
When the state was able to
it's highly offensive when someone lies on you, and it's highly offensive when they try to implicate that you slept with somebody the first day you met with them, and I take exception to it.
The Georgia case is one of 4 criminal prosecutions that Trump is facing during his run-up to the presidential polls in November 2024. Separately, the judge in the former president's hush money case, Yuan Merchant, has announced the date for the trial. The criminal case involving Stormy Daniels and model Karen McDougal will proceed to trial on the 25th of March. Our correspondent Susan Teherani from New York tells us more about the misconduct allegations against Fulton County prosecutor Fani Willis. Listen in.
Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis, possibly in hot waters as she began testifying on Thursday at a hearing that could determine whether she's disqualified from leading Georgia's 2020 election interference case against former President Donald Trump. The hearing, playing out on televisions across the nation on cable network, centers around allegations of an improper relationship between Fani Willis and a prosecutor that she hired, Nathan Wade, for the racketeering case against former President Donald Trump and his co-defendants. And while Fani Willis has denied allegations and claims that her personal relationship with Nathan Wade resulted in a financial conflict of interest, some of Wade's comments and testimony on Thursday may have countered Willis's claims. A conflict of interest, or even an appearance of one, could be a cause for the removal of Fani Willis from Trump's case. Should a new prosecutor take over the case, then the case could either be dropped against the former president and his co-defendants or go to trial well after the 2024 U.S. presidential elections.
Susan also retraces what Trump's hush money trial in Manhattan is all about. Take a look.
Despite the made-for-tabloid nature of the hush money case against the former president, the hearing on Thursday largely focused on mundane and housekeeping issues. The judge now set the date for jury selection for March 25th, where in less than 2 months, Donald Trump will be the first former U.S. president to face a criminal trial. What was happening in that Manhattan courtroom stood in stark contrast to the legal chaos playing out in Trump's Georgia election interference case that same morning and all through the afternoon, where a judge is weighing whether or not prosecutors should be booted from the proceeding because of an improper romantic relationship and the misuse of tax dollars. Nonetheless, after the hearing in Manhattan, former President Donald Trump told reporters he has no choice but to balance campaigning with court, saying, quote unquote, "We'll just have to figure it out. I'll be here during the day and I'll be campaigning during the night."